Hello everyone, you're watching your favorite channel, that is StudyIQ IAS My name is Praveen Mishra and I welcome you all in this session where we are going to discuss about the de-hyphenization policy of our country. So here what we can see on your screens, that is the two countries, that is us as well as Israel. So India, we have been always, accused of that India favors Israel when it comes to conflict with Palestine specifically, right? Is that correct? So let us have the very clear-cut answer. No, that's absolutely nonsense. India favors Israel, but India doesn't opposes Palestine on the very same side. That is what is known as de-hyphenization. De-hyphenization as in where I'm saying that, okay, there are two countries, those who are in conflict within themselves, okay, not a big deal. But for me, my relationship with those two countries are independent. As in, your conflict is your conflict. I have nothing to do with your conflict. So simply speaking, I have got relationship with Israel as well as I've got relationship with Palestine, right? Just for an example, Russia and Ukraine. So Russia is no doubt my best friend. Russia is no doubt, as you know, the country of India is the biggest partner, biggest trade partner, biggest, not biggest trade partner, but yes, biggest defense partner. And yes, biggest support system. So we have favored Russia always. So Russia has favored us. But if you just go through the chronology of the events since last 3 years, since the Russia-Ukraine war is on, we haven't criticized Ukraine. We have always, supported Ukraine as well. We have provided all the required humanitarian aid as much as we can. Okay, being the best friend of Russia, Indian government has provided humanitarian aid to Ukraine as well. Though we haven't provided any defense-related support or any defense-related deal we have finalized with Ukraine, but yes, we have always stood with Ukraine. That okay, in your tough times, we stand with you. So on the very same side, we go to Russia and we say that it's okay. You're fighting with Ukraine, no problem. You are friend and so is Ukraine. Let's carve out a proper solution that is based not on the grounds of firing and bombardment, but through the diplomatic dialogues. In that very same way, Israel and Palestine. So when they are fighting, where are we? We support Israel, yes, but on the very same side, we have always supported Palestine as well. So let's uncover this mystery, okay? Let's just demystify this concept that India stands with Israel only and India is opposing Palestine. So from where did this conflict started? This conflict started with this one particular tweet of our Prime Minister. On 10th of October 2023, that is specifically 3 days later, since Gaza started the war, or not Gaza actually, Hamas started the war while attacking Israel. So counteroffensive measures were taken by the state of Israel and the war broke out between Israel and Palestine, right? As Hamas is something which is breeded by Palestine itself, right? So what has happened? Okay, our Prime Minister provided this tweet in favor of Israel. So as you can see, what he has quoted, that he had a word, the telephonic conversation with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay, and there he stated that India stand firmly with Israel in this difficult situation, in this difficult hour. This is what Prime Minister Modi's tweet is, which came on exactly 10th of October 2023, right? So roughly you can see 20 months back from here. So from here, we have got a segregation in our country. The Israeli sympathizers as well as the Palestinian sympathizers. Israeli sympathizers, they think that India is with Israel and opposing Palestine. And so Palestinian sympathizers, they think that India is on the side of Israel and oppose Palestine. Well, that's both the statements are not exactly true. We are not on the side of anyone. India's foreign policy has been, focusing always on the neutral grounds. We have got the Act East policy, we have got the Look West policy. And our foreign policy is always based on the self-interest. And so did everyone's foreign policy is, right? So I will have to take care of my sovereignty, of my internal security, of my particular freedom and independence, that it is not compromised. My trade, my economy is not compromised. So I will maintain a relationship with the countries, with the globe, okay, as per my own convenience. So for me, no country is an enemy state. Even during the time period of 1962 war with China, we never declared China as enemy state. 65, 71, 99, and even presently 2025. Okay, we haven't declared Pakistan as an adversary or the enemy state. Though we had a battle, we had a war, but make it clear that India never made the first step of the attack. We have offensive measures. Yes, we had the counter-offensive measures always, right? So Mr. Prime Minister's tweet in favor of Israel came just as a policy, just as a principle of foreign policy, or just one of those protocols of foreign policy. Why? Because, the geopolitical dimensions or the international relations, they do depend on one single word. That's known as mean, MEAN. Okay? In Hindi, we call it as matlab. That's true. This Israeli flag, the Indian flag, and the heart in between. Okay, that's true. We have did that. But you know why? There is a reason. We do not have any animosity with Palestine or the people of Palestine. In fact, very lesser known fact that India has been providing very much amount of money in the name of granting aid to the people of Gaza, to the people of Palestine. We have sent the medical supplies, we have sent the food supplies, the proper mineral water supply, and other civic supplies to the state of Palestine after this tweet only. Okay, and that is where the concept of de-hyphenation is. That is, you two are in conflict. Okay, not a big deal. For you two, you guys are adversaries to each other, but for me, you both are my friends. So your battle within yourself is your particular business, not my business. I will support both of you guys because I do possess independent relationships with you. So what does India did? Okay, let's talk about why we had so much of tilt towards Israel. That's a fact. Okay, if someone will say that no, we are playing on absolute neutral grounds and we do not have any tilt, that's a bit wrong. Let's talk about the reality. What is the reality? We have played our cards well in supporting Palestine, but yes, we have got our tilt towards Israel. And the tilt is represented, and why there is a tilt, that shall also be discussed. So as you can see, why does India stand with Israel but still support Palestine at the United Nations? Is it not the double standards? Absolutely not. It's simply the case of diplomatic strategy, or the strategy of diplomacy. So what are the features? First of all, Israel is India's top defense partner. Remember this thing, guys. Okay. Why we have gained much, why we have represented much tilt towards Israel. Okay, this is because of this particular statement, that Israel is India's top defense partner, supplying the drones, missiles, as well as the surveillance tech. Then we talk about from Punjab to Maharashtra, we have got an agricultural revolution that is known as drip irrigation technique. We have got it from Israel. Apart from that, in return, India gets the cutting edge innovation, cyber tech, and support during the crisis like Kargil, COVID, Pahalgam, etc. Remember, guys, India is, one such countries which is top most developing country of this globe. Fourth largest economy, third largest growing market, third largest PPP, okay, we talk about. So we need maximum global support always. Always we need a maximum global support. And let's talk about the two greatest support with regard to the defense we have got. So the first one is Russia, second one is France. But let me add the third one. So it will be not America, it will be not England, not Germany, not Australia, it will be Israel only. So third largest defense partner to India after Russia, France, okay, it is Israel. Right. So because of this reason, I have got these two flags furling with me always. Right. Now, the next thing, the very most important thing when we talk about. So India also recognizes Palestine. Okay, we support the two-state solution and often votes pro-Palestine at UN. Often, not always, but yes, often. Right? So this is what the whole scenario is, that is of de-hyphenization. My relationship with Israel is different. My relationship with Palestine is different. Okay, so you two are at conflict, you two are at battle. Okay, that's your business and it's none of my business. Okay, you two are friends to me and I will support you. Right? So remember, the tilt is here. Tilt is towards Israel, and why we shall be discussing in the next 1 minute. Okay. Now, next thing. This is called de-hyphenization. We deal with Israel and Palestine absolutely separately. Okay. But why there is a tilt, let's discuss that. Okay. Now, if we talk about the historical context, when in the 1950s, Israel came into the existence, we were once upon a time not favoring Israel, but we were favoring Palestine. And India was first non-Arab country to recognize the PLO, that is the Palestine Liberation Organization, in 1947. Right, 1974, and we later recognized Palestine as a state in 1988. So this is what we don't know. And we are fighting. We support Israel, we support Palestine, blah, 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 blah things. No. In fact, we talk about one of the greatest prime ministers, late Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He, in his speeches, has always stated that India stands firmly with Palestine. Okay? So the areas of West Bank and areas of Gaza, even Indian Prime Minister, while holding the office of Prime Minister, okay, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, has criticized Israel of illegally occupying the Palestinian land. Right, and you can see here the statements. PLO, that is the Palestinian Liberation Army, or the organization, okay, was supported by India in the 1974. And we were first such non-Arab country to recognize the existence of Palestine as well, apart from, the away from Israel. So talk about the shift, where this tilt came from. So post 1991, it was when we started focusing on the concept of realpolitik. Realpolitik, as in, let's talk about not on the ideal grounds, but let's talk on the realistic grounds, that which country is more important for me and why we had a tilt. So we had a tilt because of Israel's advancement towards science and technology. Okay, so the tilt is here on the grounds of mean. Why Israel matters? So Israel matters for these reasons. As you can see, Israel has given to us the Barak 1 and Barak 8 missile system. Okay, we talk about the Barak missiles. So as you can see, the range 70 to 100 kilometers. Okay, deployed on Indian Navy destroyers, specifically on INS Kolkata class. Indian Air Force bases, okay, they have got this Barak missiles with them as well, right? So Barak 1, which is short range, that is up to 12 kilometers. Okay, Barak 8, which is a bit, ahead into the area coverage, right? And now we talk about the MRSAM. MRSAM as in the surface to air missile. Okay, this is also which has come to us. It has come from where? From Israel. Right? So firstly, we talk about defense with regard to missiles. And then we have got the UAVs, that is unmanned aerial vehicles. As you can see, these are the Heron drones. Okay, so Heron male as in medium altitude, long endurance. Okay, used for reconnaissance, surveillance, and target acquisition. They can fly over 30 hours at a stretch. And then after Heron, it has been also Searcher 2, which has been given to us by Israel. Okay, that is tactical surveillance drone, widely deployed along LOC and LSC, that is on the western as well as the eastern borders. Further, the upgrades, they have been given to us as well with regard to the Heron drones as well as the Searcher 2 drones. Right? Now, the next thing. We talk about the Spider air defense. So as you can see how wonderful this is. This is the Spider air defense. So quick reaction surface to air missiles, that is QRSAM. Okay, using Python 5 Derby missiles. Okay. Apart from that, deployed along the western border, that is at the Pakistan's front, and then can engage fighter jets, UAVs, as well as the precision bombs. So they are given to us by whom? They are given to us by Israel as well. Obviously not gifted, we have purchased. But these are the things not every country is selling. And not every country is selling to every country as well. Right? So the countries, they are selling only and only to the partner states. Like China will not sell any defense tech to India. But China will give its most advanced fighter jet, 6th generation J-35 fighter jet, and not 1, 2, 3, 4. 40 of the articles, 40 of the pieces, to whom? To Pakistan. Right? If you heard about J-35 Draken, world's most advanced fighter jet as of now, 6th generation, that is having the capability to even enter the exosphere and re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, as in can destroy the outer space satellites type of things, as well as can also dodge the radar systems as well. Right? So what is the concept? China has given this to whom? Pakistan. And how many of them? 40 of them. Okay, which will be inducted into the Pakistani Air Force in the next 1 or 2 years. Right. So will China give us this J-35 Draken? Absolutely not. Will China give any kind of space defense or any type of military defense to us? Absolutely not. But who will? Russia will. France will. France has given. Russia has given. And so did Israel. This is Spider air defense system, right? So we have kept it where? We have kept it on the Pakistan borders as well. Not just this. We have got the ELM2084 radar system. As you can see, this is how this radar system works. Okay, so it's a multi-mission radar system capable of tracking multiple targets. Okay, just it is, the thing which is used in the Israel's Iron Dome as well. Apart from that, India uses them with us, okay, in what? Akash missile system. And yes, integrated into India's air defense grid. So just this one thing we talk about, okay, this is used in Israel's Iron Dome. And this Iron Dome technique, one of the most advanced technique, has been given to us by Israel. Okay, and we have inducted it where? In our Akash missile system. So this is where, we have got the de-hyphenation, but we have got a tilt. And the tilt is crystal clear. Why? Because of these reasons. See the next thing. Crystal, Maize and Spice 2000 precision guided missiles. Okay, used by Indian Air Force. Okay, for air-to-ground strike missions. And apart from that, Spice 2000 was used in the Balakot airstrike, which is of very high accuracy with bunker busting capability. So Israel has given me the anti-tank missiles that is known as a Spike anti-tank missile. It has given me the Crystal Maze missiles. Okay, it has given me the Iron Domes tracking system, which I have inducted it into Akash missile system. It has given me multiple rifles as well, like the Galil rifle as well as the Tavor rifle, right? So this is given to me by whom? This is given to me by Israel. Obviously given as in not gift, but yes, I have purchased it. So as you can see, elite forces of India like NSG, Para SF, Marcos, they use what? Tavor X95 and Galil sniper missiles, known for the durability and compact design in CQB. CQB as in close quarter combat battles. Okay, so obviously, right, for me, Israel is more important as compared to Palestine. But that doesn't mean I have got any animosity or any grudges with Palestine. I will have to take my stand on Israel or take my stand with Israel. The only reason is, these partnerships, and apart from that, Israel has been always vocal, okay, in support of India when it comes to issues like countering terrorism as well as Kashmir, right? So this is where Israel is important for us, right? As we can see here further, the ADGM, that is a Spike anti-tank guided missiles, they are also given to us by whom? By Israel. So it works on what? Fire and forget, as it is the guided missile. Apart from that, we procured, okay, India procured the ADGMs for deployment in Ladakh and other high altitude regions. Right? So remember, it complements what? India's indigenously built Nag missile system. So we have got Nag, okay, that is anti-tank missile. Apart from that, we have got the Spike as well. If Nag is made totally indigenously, Spike is made totally with the help of Israel. Right? Every support in your journey. And apart from that, before going away, do not forget to hit to the subscribe button of the StudyIQ IAS English, as you know the importance of this channel as well when it comes to the delivery of quality and quantity. And apart from that, for any such class notes, PDFs and everything, okay, you can connect with me on my Telegram channel, that is study_with_Praveen. And you can also connect with me for any doubt discussion on my Instagram channel, that is Praveen Mishra_2107. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining. See you soon. Bye bye. Good day. Take care. I hope you have understood the concept of de-hyphenation. Okay, and there will be no doubts that Israel or Palestine, they both are equally important to us. And yes, we are doing our best to establish peace and tranquility in the region, not just in the West Asia, but throughout the globe, as what Article 51 of the Indian Constitution states. That is, it is the duty of the state to promote the international peace and the tranquility as well. Okay guys, thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.